welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on Wellness Wednesday, and I am so excited to have all of you listening today, and hopefully for all of you who are going to be watching us live on Facebook. We are on Facebook Live. Follow us at The Good Life Radio Show. If you are my friend, you can follow us at Eileen Carter. Choose one. If you are a friend of Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL, you can follow us there because I'm going to ask her to share it. If you are a friend of Bashan's, you can follow us there because I'm going to ask him to share it. And I hope all of you share it as well because this is The Good Life. And we're going to have a great show for you today. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and I'm really, really excited about today's show because I have all kinds of little surprises. Well, I don't know if they're surprises. I think they're surprises. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Well, I had a great surprise this morning when I walked in the studio today. I have a live and in-person Bobby Clark Alexander. She is here from the ATL, so I'm really excited. Look, she's on Facebook Live. Yay! Bobby's in the studio.
Hey, good morning.
So we're excited to have her here. I didn't even know she was coming. She just surprised me. We're going to have a good conversation today, so I knew she was like, I have to be in there. God must call you to come in for this show. We are discussing breaking bad habits. We are talking about cutting the cord. We were talking about yesterday about letting things go. So we're going to do that mind, body, and soul on Wellness Wednesday. So, actually we had a great weekend. I was hosting the Access Health wellness event that was sponsored by WBOK this weekend at the Access Health Center on South Broad, 3300 South Broad. And so we had a great event, and I was really excited. And Bashan Jordan came out with his guys, and they did a demonstration like nobody's business. And when I tell you Bashan jumped up and knocked out 2 boards with like both feet like split in the air, I actually have a video, so make sure you follow the Good Life Radio Show because I am going to post a video. That is the only reason I didn't post a video yet. You thought I forgot, huh?
No.
Nope, I didn't post it because I was like, you have to follow us, either Eileen Carter or the Good Life Radio Show, and I'm going to tag everybody in it. Bashan Jordan, Bobby Clark Alexander, and Doc Griggs will be in the studio with us in a little while. But I'm so excited about today's show because sometimes we really just need to cut the cord. Figuratively, literally, spiritually, energetically, whichever one that works for you, cut the cord. And we're talking about cutting the cord of bad habits. So, we always start the show with an exercise, and then we start with the food. So to kind of work in the exercise, what is a bad habit that we do while we're working or while we are exercising or while we are, trying to get our mind, bodies, and soul together? And I'm trying to get us all in. So if you want to scoot in, so we can all get in for the video. So if you're watching on Facebook Live, we are all here. I'm really excited. So Bashan, I know we were talking about this, and I thought it, but of course I needed, a 6th, and I've been messing up. I've been saying you're a 5th degree, but no, y'all, he's a 6th degree black belt. Let me reel that back in and give him his credit where he's due. He is a 6th degree black belt, so I think he knows a little bit about what he's doing in exercise. So I thought it was one thing, and then I asked you, and you validated it for me. So what is something that we do terribly when exercising that we need to, cut the bad habit?
I think one of the top things for me that I've experienced is not breathing properly or breathing at all. When holding your breath. People could have a tendency to go, do that. And when you do that, that's holding your breath. So so if you kind of get tired really fast when you're exercising, it's probably because you're not breathing properly. Another thing is stretching. Stretching before or even after you work out is
some people think they're too cute to stretch.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
And the big bag dude's like, I don't need to stretch, but that's how you hurt yourself, huh?
Yeah, especially, and I'm speaking especially all of them big guys, guys out there, we feel like, we don't need to stretch and things like that. So that's another thing. And
we have a viewer on Facebook Live who said talking to friends or others and not focusing on your workout is a bad habit as well.
Yeah. People nowadays, they're always on social media while they're working out, stuff like that.
Shout out to you, Claude.
you know, I have a tendency of doing that myself. I'll try to, you know, between my little breaks of exercise, I'll peek at my phone, and I got to get out of that myself. So that's a bad habit for me.
Yeah, so many people exercise with their phone, and I understand because sometimes, you know, you have like the pedometer and everything is attached to it, or the phone, like you said, the music. But sometimes we do get distracted. I mean, y'all, people are getting hit by Pokemon Go in the street. I mean, seriously, you're laughing, but like,
seriously.
People have been sued. They're going to jail. They have found deceased people. They have been hit by cars. Yes,
I must say that is
trespassing.
That is a good way to get people to exercise, though, because my son just started the Pokemon Go this weekend, and we were walking. I mean, we walked all the way down the. I was like, man, we're just walking, you know. But I was like,
opening
man, okay,
your mind, right?
Yeah. So it was actually it's a good concept, but if you're doing it the wrong way, driving and Pokemon going and at the same time,
that would be a problem. Please do not Pokemon Go while you drive.
Yeah, I saw a video of a kid. He was driving a car and hit the police car.
Are you serious?
Got out the car and then still looking for Pokemon. I was like,
are you serious?
Like, you hit the car, police car.
Like, you hit a police car. Like,
and
so
they told him, like, look, I'm Pokemon. I'm trying to get my Pokemon looking for Pikachu. I'm like, come on, man, go ahead, someone. I'm like, wow. So
no. So we are discussing breaking bad habits today. Yeah. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. I am really excited. For all of you who always hear Bobby Clark's Alexander's voice, if you tune into Facebook Live on the Good Life Radio Show, you can see her now. She's in studio. I am so excited. Bobby, do you do any of these bad habits while exercising? We're talking about not breathing correctly. I know I find myself doing that, like holding my breath. And like I might have to remind myself to breathe correctly.
I don't even know the proper breathing process.
Really?
Just to be very honest. And even when I'm speaking, a lot of times I get choked up because I'm not breathing properly.
Well, maybe that's something you need to start paying attention to. See, it's a good life. See, we open in your mind, too. That's what the good life is all about. So, Bashan, how should we be breathing? Like, is there like a inhale, exhale?
The way God made us to breathe, in through your nose and out through your mouth, you know. So, honestly, seriously though,
but said the way God
just,
taught us
you know,
to breathe.
in through your nose, out through your mouth. I mean, you know, like I said, some people have the tendency of doing that, you know, when they're straining or whatever, and they, you know, or, you know, not breathing at all, you know, for those who are running and things like that. So, yeah, that's my personal thought, you know, on that. You know, I'm not a doctor, of course. You know, you got to wait till Dr. Riggs get here and get his insight on that. But
we listened to him so long. I think I'm, you know, a doctor in training.
There you go. See,
we've been on the air with him so long. I figure I picked up some of it.
Yeah.
I picked up some of it. I've opened my mind.
But what is that thing with the when you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose? They said don't breathe through your mouth sometimes. Is that more air getting in to your lungs, or?
I'm not that advanced yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait till the doc
But you know
what?
When I get certified in that, I will let you know.
Okay.
But when the doc gets here, we will ask him about that.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's very interesting.
I don't know, too, about
And you know what? Actually, we went to I'm Doc Griggs' guinea pig, and so he has a partnership with Xavier University for their health and wellness clinic, which is right next to Walmart in Elmwood. So if y'all want and it's free, you get checked out from head to toe. Shout out Montez, I was talking about you this morning. I will call you later. He is on Facebook Live. Deuces. So I went and I got checked out, and they do this you do this breathing test, and it tells you the age of your lungs. Let's just say I'm not going to tell you the age of my lungs, and it has nothing to do with, it can have something to do with smoking or something like that, but it's generally because of the way you exercise and the way that you breathe and breathing correctly while you exercise. So we really want to make sure that people pay attention to it because it's obviously more important than we thought it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So, you know, we want you to breathe when you exercise. We do not want you to fall out. It's hot outside. And that is not the good life to be falling out because I can't help you.
Yeah. That's not a good life at all. No.
So we're going to switch over really quickly to foods. We were talking about cutting the cords of, you know, just bad habits. We're going to really get into it today, y'all. I'm talking about gossip. I'm talking about drama. I'm talking about pettiness. Cut the cord. It is not good for you. It is eating away at your soul. You're supposed to breathe in through your nose and blow out through your mouth. That is Claude as well from Facebook Live. Thank you, Claude.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we need. We need our listeners to let us know what they're doing, how it's working for them, because that's what the good life is all about. And so if you'd like to give us your 2 cents as well, make sure you give us a call at 504-260-9265, 504-260-9265, or you can follow us on Facebook Live. And just like I'm talking to Claude right now, you will become a part of the show and a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to food real quick. I'm about to put y'all on the spot. What food do you know that you need to cut the cord to? And this is for all my friends on Facebook Live, too. Text me and let me know. What food do you know that you need to cut the cord to? Do you have something that you just can't give up? Like, look at you nodding your head.
Yeah.
Like that you just, like you have an issue with.
Chocolate.
Really?
Sweets. I mean,
chocolate?
I'm just sweets person.
Is it sugar in general, or is it like you just have an issue with chocolate?
No, mainly chocolate, but sweets though too. Though I mean, look, I tried to give it up, but
cut the cord.
It's hard, man.
Let my sugar go.
You know, but it's not as bad as some people I know, but yeah, it's yeah.
But you know what? At least you recognize it. And when you recognize it and you acknowledge it, it loses a little bit of its power, because next time you have that interaction with it, it's not as
Can I be honest?
strong.
I don't think I'm going to never let it go.
Tell the truth.
But that's why I work out so hard every day.
Who said you had to? Who said you had to?
That's why I work out so hard every day. So everybody asks, why you work out every day? Because I love chocolate. And I love sweets.
But you know what? Because you acknowledge it and you know it, you're like, if I'm going to eat this, at least I'm going to work it off.
I have minimized the amount of sweets I intake, though.
But what about the people who don't keep the balance? Which is like, I'm just going to eat the chocolate.
Well, then that's not the good life.
Exactly. So, Bobby, do you have something that, look, she's hesitant to swing the mic her way. Do you have something?
Yes.
What do you need to cut the cord to?
Yes.
I know there are listeners out there who need to cut the cord to a certain type. Maybe it's just something basic like salt. Maybe it's sugar. I know people who have a steady hand on salt. I'm like, did you know there's actually salt in your food, that you don't have to add salt? Yeah. And notice when they say things are bad for you, they say added sugar is bad for you. They say added salt is bad for you. Yeah. You need a certain amount of it for your body, but it's the part that we add to it that's the issue. So open your mind. Bobby, what's your issue? What you need to cut?
I know. Mine is, it was just inherited at childhood.
She said it was inherited.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even claim it.
I know.
She said it was inherited.
But I know I need to loosen and let it go, but I'm like, but Sean, I don't know if I'll ever be able to. I am a bread baby.
Ooh.
I eat so much bread. I will eat bread before my meal comes, especially if it's good bread.
Somebody's giving you thumbs up on Facebook.
I mean, and I love.
Are you a bread and butter type person?
Yes, bread, butter. I like dipping bread, hot bread, biscuits in syrup, hot syrup,
bread and syrup,
and yes,
and being from New Orleans, French bread and butter.
I could eat when they put the bread out at Walmart, the French bread. I can grab it if it's hot and just eat it right out the back in the car.
She said in the car before she
in the car. Just tear it, no butter, nothing.
Look,
just tear it loose and just. My daughter's looking at me like,
I've done it before. Have you done it before, Bashan?
You need to learn.
You have? You've done it before?
So when we go to Drago's, I like to dip the bread in the oysters.
The char-grilled oysters.
Oh my God! I'd like to keep bringing the bread, please. That's my meal right there. That's horrible.
Before you even get your food, you end up taking your food home because you ate all the bread.
I have food here now that I had in Baton Rouge at this beautiful restaurant.
Where's your food?
Yeah, I brought it in.
Oh, I see it. Mike Anderson.
Yeah,
Mike Anderson did not tell us.
In Baton Rouge.
All right.
And because I ate the bread, there's the food right there.
She ate the bread.
So I'm going to warm it after the show.
How many of us have things that we need to cut the cord to? Bashan's is sugar and chocolate.
Just sweets.
Bobby's is bread. Bobby, I feel you with the bread.
I like that sugar too. That syrup.
That syrup?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I don't know what I need to cut. I think it's just everything. I'm one of those people where I just get stuck on one thing at a time, and then I like this, and then I wear it out, and then I like something else, and I wear it out. So I need to cut the cord on a regular basis.
You gotta do the 60-day challenge, and what I mean by that.
Oh gosh, she be giving me another challenge.
No, my biggest weakness for sweets was Oreos, right? I could eat Oreos. I could eat the whole thing in 2 days. a pack of Oreos.
It took you that long?
No, it took me, so I shot for 60 days, okay? I'm a not eat Oreos for 60 days. After 30 days was up, like, I didn't have a craving for Oreos at all. And then I tried it afterwards. I couldn't eat it anymore.
What do you need to cut the cord to?
So you try that and see if...
Kim Hall, I see you on there. What do you need to cut the cord to? Well, I'll tell you what I actually did cut the cord to. And so this is a challenge for everyone out there. We're about to go into break, but I cut the cord to drinking. I cut the cord to drinking my calories.
Yeah.
I am only drinking water from here to the rest of the year. Who is laughing at me? It must be Kim. I have cut the cord to drinking my calories because I figure if I stop drinking my calories, then I have to lose something, right? I have to lose something. So y'all know I started this challenge, and I've only been drinking water for the rest of the year. Yeah. The only thing other than that I drink would be my protein shake, and obviously that's water with the with the powder in it. So the only thing you'd ever see me drink is water in my protein shake. So hopefully something has triggered you to cut out something bad, a bad habit of eating. I don't know what it is for you. Sugar, maybe it's salt. Maybe it's bread, whatever it is to you. Open your mind to living differently in the world. This is Wellness Wednesday. We're cutting the cords today, and we'll be right back. Gumbo Talk Thursday on the Good Life Radio Show is brought to you by the Downtown Development District. 40 years ago, the DDD was created to foster economic development in the heart of the Crescent City. Well, today, that vision is a real success, and downtown NOLA is thriving. Tune in Thursdays to the Good Life Radio Show at 11 a.m. to connect with shops, businesses, and nationally recognized restaurants in downtown to be a part of what's happening in your city that you call home. Visit Downtown NOLA today. It's the Good Life.
Hi, I'm Henry Jolly, your relationship expert and nationally certified counselor. Everyone at some point in their life goes through struggles. I'm a firm believer that people have the ability to will themselves into good situations, but sometimes they may need some assistance. Being a loving husband, father, and successful businessman while having a passion for the counseling profession has allowed me to gain experience with a variety of these struggles. Let's work together to achieve your individual, family, or marital potential. Come and see me at the New Orleans Growth Center, located at 3712 MacArthur Boulevard on the West Bank in Suite 209. You can reach me at 504-259-8671 or by email, which is henry.jolly@yahoo.com. Thanks for your time, and I'm looking forward to working with you soon.
Are you satisfied with your current financial position? My name is Kenneth Barnes, President and CEO of KB Enterprises, where we specialize in putting together step-by-step financial action steps for your plan for today and for tomorrow. Whether you're 50 to 85 and need assistance with your final expenses, we have coverage options for every situation. Let us put life back into your finances. Call us today at 504-914-1202. That's 504-914-1202.
Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com. or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Gumbo Talk Thursday on the Good Life Radio Show is brought to you by the Downtown Development District. 40 years ago, the DDD was created to foster economic development in the heart of the Crescent City. Well, today, that vision is a real success, and downtown NOLA is thriving. Tune in Thursdays to the Good Life Radio Show at 11 a.m. to connect with shops, businesses, and nationally recognized restaurants in downtown to be a part of what's happening in your city that you call home. Visit Downtown NOLA today. It's the Good Life. Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development, 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on Wellness Wednesday, and I am so excited today because we have the entire crew in the studio today. She absolutely surprised me. We have Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL, but she is not in the ATL. She is in the NO. And during the break, if you were following us on Facebook Live, hopefully you were. If not, if you want to see what's going on, make sure you follow us there because that is the good life.
Did the Falcons lose last night?
Who? I don't even know what you're talking about.
What? I'm just getting used to saying that.
I'm not even talking. I know who didn't lose yesterday. The women's gymnastics team. Shout out to them.
Michael Phelps?
Is Wellness Wednesday. Michael Phelps, Ledeski, Michael.
Don't poke a stick at a dragon.
The whole women's team. Yeah, did you see? The close and even medal. I was like, did you see him the day before in the semifinals when he was like shadow boxing in front of him?
Did you see
I was
the look
like,
on his
that's
face?
a hater.
His face?
Oh yeah, because he was following him the whole.
Like Darth Vader.
He was following him the whole race. He kept turning his head and looked at him. I said, you're so worried about him instead of focusing on your own stuff.
The little girl said, worry about yourself.
You're
worry
so
about yourself. You worry about yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. So speaking of, I am glad that you said that because that's a perfect segue into what we are talking about today. We are talking about opening your mind to living differently in the world. We are talking about unhealthy cords. We're talking about breaking cords, about letting it go. When you focus.
Uh-oh.
What happened last night?
Yeah, well.
When you focus on other people.
You worry about yourself.
What happened?
What had happened was
he didn't even meddle.
So busy looking at this dude.
So busy looking at him. He didn't even meddle.
He was trying to take notes.
And we can put this in our health. We can put this in regards to everything in our lives. Like Dr. Riggs, let's say when you're so busy worrying about and comparing your body to other people's body. I know, look, that was your first response because people do it all the time.
The only person that you're in competition with is the person that you were yesterday.
Ooh, I like that.
And that's it. And you need to be careful with even comparing yourself to who you want to be. I'd lost all that weight, but it was starting, I think it was a little too fast. So I had to back up. I tell you to lose no more than 1 to 3 pounds a week. I was losing about 4 to 5 pounds a week because I was running a lot.
4 to 5 pounds.
I started
a week.
looking at pictures.
Lord.
My eyes,
Yes.
how well they were sunken in.
I told you.
I was dehydrated. I wasn't sleeping well, so I backed up.
Like I'm a doctor.
I backed up and I started eating more. So there comes a point in time when you're exercising that if you don't eat enough, you won't continue to lose weight and you won't be fit. In order to, as you up your exercise, as you well know, you need to feed the body. You need to eat. You can't cut calories and exercise, or your body will shift to fat storing mode. Look, she don't know what she's doing. Oh Lord, look at this dude, this karate man. He about to kill us, man. Start saving this stuff. So it'll go into a fat metabolism pathway. You'll start storing things as fat, and you just won't lose weight because you're not eating enough for your energy requirements.
And that is a bad habit that we really need to cut. And it's funny that you say that because we talked about this before, that I know lots of people who have this problem. I don't know if it's anyone in this room that's speaking right now, but I know lots of people who have that problem where, you overdo it and then you're not eating enough and then you're like, well, why aren't I losing the weight? Because I know I'm putting forth the effort, but it's because your body has decided to start storing
fat. Your body can shift
exactly what I'm trying to get rid of.
What it processes. It can go from your carbs. It can go from the glucose to glycogen to fat, and it depends on what you're doing and what you're eating and what you're craving and your activity level as to what. I'm reading a book about it's a seminar.
You're reading?
Ain't that something? I just finished my Harry Potter book yesterday.
I know. I heard. I was watching you. Not watching you read it, but watching you on Facebook read it.
It was awesome. When I say it was awesome, it was the 8th book and it was incredible. But the thing is, you need to pace yourself. Like you were talking earlier, y'all were talking earlier about cutting things.
Yeah.
I am working my way to the water challenge. I'm doing
what are you
pretty
cutting?
well. I cut coffee, and that was huge.
I was so proud of you.
Absolutely
High
huge.
five.
I haven't had a cup of coffee since we talked about it that day, and it was rough. And I really don't need coffee to be hyped. It had stained my teeth. I would overdo it because if I'm gonna drink coffee, I'm gonna drink all the coffee, and I'd be in here shaking until I got my next fix. So it was.
How
tough.
many people listen right here have a coffee issue?
Oh, and it's
Lots.
very real.
Obviously, because look how well all of our coffee companies do. So the coffee addiction is real. So I'm glad you brought that up because that's not something we said in the first segment.
And the other thing is that you were talking about the breads and the butter and the Drygos with the dipping. So the comfort foods, there are things that the reason you have comfort foods. Mine is potato chips. Why?
Pringles. I already know.
Because I really dug into that. It's a pleasant memory. It attaches me to my grandmother. I'd be careful talking about it because the Olympics attaches me to my grandmother. I can remember being a little kid. My grandmother would be laying on the bed, and I'd use her head as a pillow, and we would watch. And I'd always get in trouble for trying to do flips. I'd go in my room and start doing flips on the bed from the gymnastics.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Every year for the Olympics.
I need you to cut that cord. No more
Every
flips.
year for the Olympics, we'd get together and we'd watch or we talk about it. But we would eat Pringles whenever we were watching TV. So that's my comfort food. The bread and the butter, that brings back memories. The reason we eat comfort
so
foods.
a lot of the things that we need to cut are attached to memories?
They can be attached to memory, so I wouldn't necessarily cut them. You can cut down, but I don't. So, Dr. Kirchain, you said you came by the center. One thing that we always say is there's really we want you to eat whole foods and good foods, but as far as your body knows, the energy, there's no bad foods, there's bad portions.
Yes, I learned that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
my portions are bad.
And your portions are bad.
My portions are bad. That's the thing. I eat too much bread, and I know it.
Yeah, so you just got to find your...
So you just have to eat half a loaf and not the whole thing.
But Bobby, this is something that you'll tell people that once you recognize it,
it's 1 foot forward. I'm not taking it all away from you.
Actually, Doc, I have just a small example of that. The things, comfort foods. Okay, when I was little,
Somebody's
wasn't a
agreeing
food.
with you.
It,
Yes.
it was a medication. We had Bayer aspirin. We
Yeah.
didn't have all this stuff that we have now.
Right.
And so when something was wrong, they gave us Bayer
And cod liver
aspirin.
oil.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, when I chewed an aspirin in my adulthood
Yep.
one day, I started chewing aspirin again.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, why am I chewing these aspirin? And I realized it was an attachment to the great days in
Yeah.
my
Uh-huh.
childhood. It was an association. It was a comfort. I had to stop chewing the aspirin.
French fries, potato chips.
Literally, Bayer aspirin.
Coffee. Think about this. The
They're
cake.
bitter, but it was good to me.
You like eating ice cream. You like eating
It
cake.
was good.
Think about all the times as a kid that was really something fun. No ice cream?
I was talking.
Oh,
I was still
Look,
on the chewing
I
of,
got
of the aspirin.
we had to make ice cream. We talking about, man?
What?
Make ice cream. My grandmother used to
That's
make
a chord
us
I wouldn't
churn
want
us,
to cut.
So this
churn
is,
it,
You can still do that.
all
So
that.
this is something that y'all probably don't appreciate. Maybe you do, Bobby, but my grandfather, we used to make snow cream.
Snow cream.
Snow cream.
You make snow out of ice cream out of the snow.
Mhm.
Okay.
You only use the first snow.
Wow.
What?
The first snow of the year, we'd make
You know,
snow cream.
you have a lot of Southern listeners who
I
have no
got a lot
clue
of-
what you're talking about.
What is
Okay.
he
They don't even know
talking
what
about?
snow is. What is
It's
snow?
every 10 years, so we would make snow cream every 10 years. 'Cause it
What is
snows
it?
on the average
Snow
of every
cream.
10 years here.
They do that in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. How about that?
Yeah, we would have to wait every 10 years here.
But
Right.
New Orleans.
And we wouldn't even have enough to make anything with.
But
It's all dirt.
the thing you want to be careful of when you cut things, though, is you don't want to vilify things because
Yes,
it will
yuck,
create
Calvin.
it'll create cravings.
Wow.
Has anyone ever gone on a no carb diet and then all of a sudden you're like, look, I'm gonna eat me some carbs.
Carbs,
I'm gonna
yeah.
eat all the carbs.
Mhm.
Well, I don't mean like cut like stuff like major. I mean like cut the stuff that you know is bad for you, like unhealthy stuff, like the addiction type stuff. Like they have some people who are addicted to fast food restaurants, and I mean not kidding, where like they visit every day.
You have to do it one.
Like at some
a
point
time.
you have to like break the addiction. Like let's talk about things that, you know, I actually put a picture when I went up when I was talking about the show, like hamburgers and alcohol and cigarettes and you know what I mean, like things like that are like really self-defeating.
Don't
things.
do them all at the same time.
No. I didn't say do them all at the same time.
Hamburgers, alcohol, and cigarettes. That is not the good life.
But I'm not saying a hamburger is bad, but you know when you get that triple stack, like who eats that? I'm not trying to be funny, and if you do, I am not, you know, judging. But like that hamburger
I like
is so
hamburgers.
huge. Like, do you see the triple stack with like the cheese that's oozing
I
out
can't
on
eat
top
all
of the
that.
3 stacks of cheese on top of like the bacon?
In high school,
How do you even get your mouth around that? Like, you know, you gotta like cut
It's a
like.
Dagwood
I'm one of those
hamburger.
people like.
Yeah.
That's just too much going on.
But you know, Doc, there are kids that are having heart attacks at 25 and 36. I'm hearing that more and more. What is that about? What is
well,
that?
everything is fast, and we're not taking the time to teach people how affordable healthy eating is. Frozen vegetables tend to be cheaper than our quote-unquote fresh produce, but it also tends to be fresher in a lot of instances because it's flash frozen. The problem is we want everything fast. I can get a pizza for $5, or I can get 4 for $4 at a certain restaurant, or I have to wait and cook this or go to the store. And so people want things conveniently. The things that are fast typically are processed. And the processed has the trans fats and blah, blah, blah.
And
it's worse for
sugar.
us.
I mean, not sugar. Salt. Lots of sodium.
So you were talking about salt, sodium, and I did
Yes.
bring up the trans fats.
Did you notice I said added? Aren't you proud
I
of
like
me?
that, yep.
Yes. Fist bump.
I brought up the trans fats is we don't realize. So I got in a discussion with Dr. Kirchain yesterday about fried chicken and frying foods, the healthiest way to fix foods. Did you realize that grease that stays on top of the stove, when you heat it and you cool it and you heat it and you cool it, it creates trans fats. You're processing it. So it's creating all the bad fats that you're trying to get away from. So that pot
Y'all
of grease,
see my face?
that jar of grease or that pot of grease
Oh,
that grandma
my.
kept on the stove
Oh,
all the
my.
time, that's why it's bad. You're frying your chicken,
I got a pan on the stove right now.
making it a trans fat.
Oh, and Young Showing on Facebook Live said that red meat is extremely bad and it takes 72 to 90 hours to digest. Is that true, that it takes that long?
Does not take that. Red meat is not bad for you. Red meat is bad in large quantities.
Bad in large quantities.
We have, I put it in terms of teeth. We have 32 teeth. We have 28 teeth that are for massing and gnashing.
Maybe you do, but
we have,
I had some.
We have 4. We have 4 canine teeth. We can eat a little bit of meat, but we're supposed to eat mostly vegetables and fruits. Typically what I tell people when they talk about staying away from red meats is that the reason why it's bad is because of the saturated fats. You want to go with your unsaturated, particularly, and stay away all the way from your trans fats. If you can get your fats through vegetables, you can get it through oils, it's much better for you. But when people want to say they want to stay away from red meat, I say that's perfect. If they want to say that's pork, stay away from pork. If that works for you and it gets you eating healthier, that's fine. But I don't cut out any whole foods. I saw Lee hold up his
Don't cut
fist.
out any whole foods. But
What
guess
happens is we overeat.
I'm not a big red meat eater. And it's not just because I'm not.
not
I will eat a
either.
hamburger, let's be clear. But, like, I don't feel good when I eat it
Well,
anymore.
here's the problem. We overeat protein. We are way over our protein load. And here's where I will agree with them. It will take 72 to 90 hours to digest if you eat a steak for breakfast, a hamburger for lunch, and a steak for dinner. You're loading up. It takes a while to break all that stuff down.
And then it sits in your
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I don't even want to really think
Yes.
about the breakdown.
Yes.
But we are going to have a breakdown when we get back because we're getting our mind, body, and soul together on Wellness Wednesday. And if you are ready for this conversation, you need to stay tuned. And you need to call somebody and tell them to listen to WBOK because we are cutting it out today. We are breaking the cords, pettiness, drama, insecurity,
Falcons.
gossip. We're about to break it down when we get back. Open your mind, y'all. It's
I'm not
Good
being
Life.
petty,
We'll be
am I?
right back.
That's not petty.
It is. Petty.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Hi, I'm Henry Jolly, your relationship expert and nationally certified counselor. Everyone at some point in their life goes through struggles. I'm a firm believer that people have the ability to will themselves into good situations, but sometimes they may need some assistance. Being a loving husband, father, and successful businessman while having a passion for the counseling profession has allowed me to gain experience with a variety of these struggles. Let's work together to achieve your individual, family, or marital potential. Come and see me at the New Orleans Growth Center, located at 3712 MacArthur Boulevard on the West Bank in Suite 209. You can reach me at 504-259-8671 or by email, which is henry.jolly@yahoo.com. Thanks for your time, and I'm looking forward to working with you soon.
Talk Thursday on the Good Life Radio Show is brought to you by the Downtown Development District. 40 years ago, the DDD was created to foster economic development in the heart of the Crescent City. Well, today, that vision is a real success, and downtown NOLA is thriving. Tune in Thursdays to the Good Life Radio Show at 11 a.m. to connect with shops, businesses, and nationally recognized restaurants in downtown to be a part of what's happening in your city that you call home. Visit Downtown NOLA today. It's the Good Life.
Are you satisfied with your current financial position? My name is Kenneth Barnes, President and CEO of KB Enterprises, where we specialize in putting together step-by-step financial action steps for your plan for today and for tomorrow. Whether you're 50 to 85 and need assistance with your final expenses, we have coverage options for every situation. Let us put life back into your finances. Call us today at 504-914-1202. That's 504-914-1202.
Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development, 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127. Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191, 504-943-3191.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind.
In a different land.
We are living the good life right here on The Good Life Wellness Wednesday. I had to think about what day it was because somebody didn't want us to have this conversation this morning because Facebook is tripping. But if you're watching us, I switched to a new phone. Can't stop the train. We're still gonna get it done. So we're opening people's mind. We have been talking about cutting cords today. Cutting cords of bad habits. We need to exactly. Look at Dr. Chris getting here on it. Yes, you need to cut it. Exactly. So we were talking about with regards to exercise, some of our bad habits are breathing. So we want to make sure we breathe correctly. With regard to foods, what is that one thing in your life that you really need to open your mind to and you really need to cut, that you need to let go? And then we just talked about little addictions that we have with regard to foods and fast foods, coffee and things like that, so we can all live the good life and live a healthy life. So now we're gonna get into some meat. We talked about red meat. We're about to get in some meat. This is the meat in the thick of it, because there are too many times, and we kind of started this yesterday. I like to keep a theme for the week about letting people go and letting things go. So we're gonna let go and close the door to pettiness, to drama, to insecurity, and to gossip. Now, everybody knows somebody who does it, and we are all going to say that we've done it, because if you say that you haven't done
lying.
it, then you're not telling the truth.
Right.
So, I've done it. Look, I'm raising my hand. You've done it. We've all done it. So it is what it is. We just want to make sure we recognize when we're doing it and we don't open ourselves to more negativity and letting more stuff pile on top of us. And when you are cognizant that you're doing it, then you can turn your life around. Because if you don't even realize that you're doing it and you're letting it in, you can't even do anything about it, because we're letting it in, y'all, clearly through our music, through our television shows, through just water cooler conversation, and you get pulled in. And so we really want to just pay attention to that. So Bobby, let us know. Let it go.
It is. It's just time. It's time to grow up. You know, we go through seasons, and in each season, there are things that we deal with. We have good seasons. We have bad seasons. We have falls. We have winters, and we have spring, and we have summer. Whoever you are, when you're in your fall and in your winter, it really tells you who you are. When you're locked in, when you can't go out, you know, and exercise and have that sunny day, when you're inside and you feel like, you know, there's no way that I can deal with certain things, that's when the true you actually comes forward. And you have to realize that it is time now that we get the maturity in place. And when you begin to mature, you begin to look at yourself. You begin to look at yourself. You know when maturity sets in, because you say, okay, you know what? I'm not satisfied with me. I'm not liking who I am right now. I've been this way for too long. And when you see people that have been away and they come back and you look at them and you look at yourself, you say, wow, they've really grown. I know I haven't grown that much, because they're talking about things I can't even entertain. You know, I'm just sitting in the same place and I'm not growing. Okay, do you like the outcome?
Do you like the outcome? No.
How's that working for you?
It's not working. So I'm putting on the headset so everyone on Facebook Live can hear us, because we have a call from Miss Alice on line 1. Oh, she's one of my favorite callers. Good morning, Miss Alice. How are you? Welcome to the Good Life.
How you doing?
I am blessed.
I tell you, Eileen, it's nothing but God, because I have my thyroid doctor's appointment. I did my lab and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to cut back on my carbs, especially my sweets.
Ooh.
And I'm really happy that I'm going to write down, keeping a little journal on my craving and from my because I like Haagen-Dazs, those little.
Oh my God.
Those those nuts. Those little, they come 15 in a box, and my husband and I was saying, in the last month or so, we've eaten, I hate to tell you.
Tell me.
About 40.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, they're so good. But, you know, I want to live.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I really do.
Live to eat another one, right?
And joke, but I really want to live, and you guys have encouraged me. So I'm going to starting today, keeping a little journal.
Yes.
And what we need, I was trying to figure out where you can find those little cups that teaches you how to eat, to measure your food.
Okay, so
now they say you can eat almost anything, but you have to eat it in proportion.
Yeah,
and
right.
Not such big portions.
So
exactly.
And I'm not a big person, so I weigh. I'm 5'1", and I weigh about 145 pounds, and I'm 70. But anyway, I really have to do this for me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And because I will be borderline diabetic, and I do not want that, and I don't have to have that. So listening to you guys this morning, it made me think about, and I'm about to retire. I only have 15 more months. And
congratulations.
Really, and really, I'm fine. It's just I'm great. My health is great. I had a kidney transplant, as I told you, 32 years ago. But I just want to eat better.
That is amazing.
You know,
I know that Griggs is going to give you some information on where to find those
cups. I just can't give up my sugar and stuff, but I'm really going to make an effort to do that. And God said we can do all things through Him that strengthens us.
Thank you so much, Ms.
It's not
absolutely.
cliche or anything like that. And if we trust Him for one, we got to trust Him for all. And really, God is not a joke. We may take it as a joke, but He's not a joke. But and I like I said, I want to live. I want to have a healthy life when I have 15 months of retiring. I don't want to jump up and croak.
You didn't work all this time
I have plans.
to be sick while you have time to do something.
Plans,
right.
Just to enjoy my life. And so that, to listen to you guys encourage me, And I like your show, baby.
Thank you.
I really do, because it does give me a lot of encouragement. And so I thank you for that. And there's nothing but God in this.
Thank you
I went,
so much.
Tuesday for my appointment.
Wow. And look,
yes.
So this is your confirmation.
Yes, it is.
Cut
it
the
really
cord.
Is. And,
let it go.
I'm letting it go.
There you go.
I'm letting it go.
Thank you so much,
so
Ms.
much.
Alice, for your call. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
We are talking about letting it go today. We are talking about letting it go, whether it be a food, an addiction. Sometimes you have to let it go. It's a lifestyle change. It may be something that is just tearing you down. It may be bitterness. It may be unforgiveness. It may be anger. It may be wrath. I don't know what it is for you. But we have somebody else on Facebook Live. We have Claude, who said, people can't move forward because we tend to hold to a negative situation from our past and haven't let go of it. Until then, we can't move forward with our lives.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. You know, cutting those cords of negativity that are in your life, whether it be food, you know, whatever is stressing you, recognize it, find it, target it, and let it go. You just have to, because it's going to affect every other aspect of your life until you do. And look at Miss Alice. She has 15 months until she retires. So she found one of those things and pinpointed it so she can live the good life, because just like she said, she has plans. But what would those plans look like if we are miserable, if we're stressed out, and we have, you know, just this sitting on top of us? You know what that feels like, Bobby, because people have said,
I do.
You have this, like, people like, oh, I have this weight on me. Well, what are you doing to get rid of it?
Right. And weight also.
Cut it off.
Yeah, weight is also in emotional holdings. That's what I would label it. A lot of people who want to go forward in their lives, they're concerned with the other person winning. That I need to put that in, okay? Why can't you let this go? I have people that come 3 sessions, they pay 3 times because they can't get past a certain thing. And so I have to help coach them and counsel them on letting go. They don't want the other person to win. I said the other person is winning because they have you in bondage. They're winning and you're losing. I have to literally help them to deprogram and to help them to let go. And some people literally cry and scream.
Because they want to win.
They want to win, but it takes what it takes. So stop holding on to stuff. And that's how diseases and tumors and things get in your body, because they have to go someplace. If you don't release them in your mental, in your cognition, they're going to go someplace. They're gonna set up camp or set up house somewhere in your body.
It's so crazy you said this. I'm gonna make it quick because I want you to talk again. I literally had this conversation last night with somebody else, and I was like, does it matter who wins? I said, we need the relationship to win. And she just kind of looked. And you're like, oh, but it physically pains us sometimes.
It's
but we're
very
like,
painful.
We have been like indoctrinated that is a win, but that's not what a win looks like. If the other person is losing, how are you winning?
And take the high road, okay?
And
again, maturity. We have too much immaturity.
It hurts sometimes.
Going on. It does hurt, but still let it go. It hurts so good, okay? It hurts so good because it's going to be for your good. You know, it's grow up. It's time to grow up. We all have to grow up. I'm growing up. I'm setting boundaries. I'm not allowing people to just bombard my space because they're all over the place. You can't let people come into your space. So the way the world is running now, we have to get some things in order. So we have to grow up. Maturity has to set in. We have to learn to let go. We have to learn to forgive. Let go, okay? Because you can live a lot happier. I'm feeling so much better. I'm excited. You know, I've been in the area like 5 days, and I've had a great time, you know, visiting.
You've been here 5 days and they tell me?
No,
this is going to be a cord of unforgiveness.
In Baton Rouge.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
I drove down this morning especially for the show, Eileen, from Baton Rouge. Yes, I
She
did.
loves me.
Yeah, I was in LSU country right down the street. Yeah. And so, but I need you guys to let it go. I need you to make an intentional, I'm
glad you're saying that. I need you to intentionally forgive and intentionally let it go, because I was a prisoner to thinking I had let stuff go and thinking I had forgiven when I really just put it in the back of my mind. But that's just sitting there festering. You really have to intentionally forgive. And it's not something that's going to happen like immediately. It's going to be a process. But when you start the process, at least you put one foot in front of the other. But it's really a process. And people really think that they did it, and like it's not.
And I'll let you know how you did it. If you can get in that person's space and hug them and say, I love you, I'm telling you, it's just the greatest feeling in the world. Practice makes perfect. Let it go. Love. Let love conquer that thing. You know, look, they're hitting the
yes.
thing. Let love conquer it. I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. And guess what? People are going to start viewing you in a different way.
Exactly. And we have young Sean who said on Facebook Live, we as human beings are afraid of change, and simply because of what someone thinks or is going to say. And moving forward, we need to focus on self and what is good for self.
Trying to stop.
So we are going to go out with that. Thank you, young Sean. He is watching us live on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on the Good Life Radio Show, because that's what the Good Life is all about. Open your mind to living differently in the world. Cut those cords of negativity. Cut those cords of the things that are holding you back, whether it be, a bad addiction to food, whether it be coffee, whether it be alcohol, whether it be food, whether it be people. Whether it be gossip, whether it be, pettiness.
Memories.
Oh, Lord,
thoughts.
Y'all, please let go of pettiness. Like, stop watching the drama TV because you become drama. Please let the pettiness go. Let the pettiness go. If something happened 10 years ago, let it go. Let it go. Let the pettiness go. Move forward. Open your mind with peace, love, understanding, and compassion, because that is what the Good Life is all about. So we are here on Wellness Wednesday. I'm glad Bobby Clark Alexander was in here today. I know we're going over, but give me quickly how they can follow you.
On Twitter at B Clark Alexander, and on Facebook Bobby Clark Alexander, and BeWhoYouBe.com is my website.
And open your mind to living differently in the world. If you want to advertise with us, it's 504-400-7127, because that is the Good Life. And we are out.